February marks Cancer Prevention Month, and the best way to catch cancer early is by getting screened regularly. This is Dr. Kate Glaser, co-leader of the Cancer Screening and Survivorship Program at Roswell Park. Dr. Glaser, good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
We continue to mention this because it's so important. You need to get screened. You need to do it early. How come?
That's correct. Well, finding cancer early is the best chance you have. And for certain cases, cancer can be prevented. Like, for example, next month in March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Having a colonoscopy is true cancer prevention because you remove polyps before they have a chance to turn to cancer. Other screening tests are there to detect cancer earlier, but knowing your age and knowing your risk are the two biggest things about cancer prevention and knowing when to get screened. So if you were born in 1978 or before, that's now you're due for colorectal cancer screening. The guidelines did change to 45 for that. If you're 40 years old and a woman, you're at average risk, you'd be eligible for a mammography as well. I typically tend to recommend getting screened around your birthday so that you do have a marker of time so you know when to get screened, not necessarily on your birthday. It's not a birthday present, but it's a reminder. You know, when you get scheduled for a dental cleaning or an oil change, you never remember when the date was, right? So it's just trying to remember those markers, and really knowing your family risk is also very important. Age is our biggest risk factor. There's a number of lifestyle risk factors as well that we can work on. Wear sunscreen. Don't smoke. If you are a person who smoked, try to quit. There's lots of resources out there for you. We have a lot of resources on our roswellpark.org website, including a screening and prevention questionnaire that will do a customized assessment of your risk individually and help you get screened if you're wanting to pursue that at Roswell or in the community. We have a team of navigators to help.
We've heard so many times over the past nearly 3 years now about how the pandemic has impacted people making appointments to get screened. What are you seeing now?
That's a really great point. Yeah, a lot of people during the pandemic, because of shutdown or fear and delay, have maybe have stopped preventable screening. But it's not too late. It's just important to get back to health. It's really important to know your risk and just make sure you're going for your regular screenings and really to talk to your doctor. That's fundamentally really important. Going to your primary care doctor is critical. They'll help you understand what your risk is, make recommendations for you, and also that in a true prevention sort of way for other types of screening as well that you might be due for. Not just cancer.
Of course. Well, we want to highlight the change in the guidelines for colorectal cancer screening. Ooh,
I know, it's a mouthful.
It's late, right? Changing this year, so good information for people who are turning 45 in the next little while.
Yeah, and on March 4th, we have a great event that we're partnering with New York State Assembly Majority Leader Crystal Peoples-Stokes. It's going to be at Girard Place March 4th, so stay tuned to that. There will be screenings available for a number of things. The focus is really around kidney screening, but also looking at hypertension, blood pressure checks, and we'll also have Cancer Services program with us there at Roswell to do other types of screening and assessments as well.
Awesome. Dr. Glaser, thanks for coming in. Important information. Appreciate you sharing it with us.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back with Mike's Check of the Forecast.